Macron is headed to Berlin. He'll be meeting German Chancellor Olaf Scholz for dinner tonight. It's his first visit overseas since winning re-election, and it's intended to cement the Franco-German partnership. For more, we can go across to France 24's Nick Spicer standing by in Berlin. Nick, Macron's visit comes just hours after he outlined his renewed vision for Europe. How is this renewed vision likely to be seen from where you are?
Well, it's early days because to give an answer to that question, we have to keep in mind that the German Chancellor doesn't make foreign policy the way the French president does, which is essentially as a monarch of a democratic sort. Here, the Chancellor has to consult with Parliament. For instance, every time Olaf Scholz goes to Brussels to negotiate something, he has to sit with Parliament here and negotiate basically what he's going to be saying with his majority and go through the talking points, so he doesn't have as much maneuvering room. But look, what I think Emmanuel Macron is coming here with on his to-do list, and the Germans are well aware of it, are a certain number of items. So defense, money, and energy. Defense, how is Germany going to continue its 180-degree U-turn in sort of remilitarizing, having a strong and effective army, and part of that is actually arming Ukraine and sending some weapons to Ukraine, getting over, if you will, its pacifist hang-ups, which are, of course, the heritage of the Second World War and the feelings of guilt that have lasted for over 70 years as a consequence of that. And then secondly, money. The French always want Germans to help spend more on Europe, and there was a 700 billion euro fund created exceptionally to fight the coronavirus that Olaf Scholz helped negotiate as finance minister. They'll be talking about how much the European Union should be able to have money to do things like basically buy weapons for Ukraine or to fight the coronavirus economic slowdown. And then finally, energy. Germany has, of course, a very heavy dependency on Russian hydrocarbons, and it is planning to get rid of them to a certain extent. It can't do so with the speed that some other countries have been able to do. So I think the French and German leaders rather, will be talking about how they can go ahead together. And the last thing I'd like to say is that this is a really critical opportunity time for both countries, because France is exercising the presidency of the European Union. Germany is exercising the presidency of the G7. The planets are all aligned for the Franco-German motor to really do things if the two leaders can decide on them.
Nick, thank you very much for that. Nick Spicer reporting there from very sunny Berlin.